Hey guys, it's Roscoe, and on the Space Couch today I'm going to be reviewing this Star Wars Volume 1 Skywalker Strikes, and it is absolutely fantastic. Set just after the destruction of the first Death Star. So what's happening is Han, Luke and Leia, Chewie and the droids are infiltrating a Imperial weapons factory in the Corellian industrial sector. Here's some pictures of they're coming in from approach. See the Star Destroyer hovering in the air. That's an image we're seeing more and more of. Obviously, we've seen it in Rebels, and now we're seeing it in Rogue One. So there they are. That's the Hutt's negotiators, because they've kidnapped an envoy. You know, so they want to blow up the place. So here we go. Yes, stormtroopers getting taken down. So there we are. I like this one here, where the guy, he doesn't want to get shot, so he tells one of the others, and she says, thanks, punches him in the face. It's great Princess Leia in this. So Luke, however, is feeling in the Force in those bottom panels, you know, and he's discovered slaves who are actually working in the factory. Overseer comes along, and he takes his hand. I love the graphics in this. There you go. Everyone who hates the Empire, follow me. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic. That's the outfit he had on, obviously, at the medal ceremony at the end of A New Hope. In the middle of all this, however, the Empire's negotiator arrives. And look who it is. Isn't that just fantastic? Darth Vader. Yes. So, as I mentioned previously, you know, Leia tells Chewie, take a shot if you can. This is how that goes. He then starts collapsing everything around him. Chewbacca, that is. And he has to leap to safety. There you go. However, don't worry about a Wookiee leaping to safety. They're pretty good at it. In the meantime, the Millennium Falcon, which is stashed away in a nearby junkyard, is being broken into bits by scavengers, with 3PO left on board to defend the ship. He gets captured and blasted into pieces, you know, which is a running theme in these comics. 3PO is always getting knocked about. However, Han, Leia, Luke and the slaves are trapped in the factory now. And this is how they get out in an Imperial Walker. So they happen canonically before we see them in Empire Strikes Back. However, Luke is hearing Ben Kenobi saying, look, listen to me very carefully, run. Because look who has turned up. Yes, so they cross swords once, lightsabers would say, there you go. And then he yanks it out of his hand, you know, and says, you're no Jedi, boy, and all of that sort of thing. He says, you will lead me to the pilot who destroyed the Death Star and watch as I strike him down. And Luke says, I'd rather die than yield to you. Vader says, so be it, which you see here. And then the foot of the walker comes crashing through the ceiling. Just after Vader has recognised who the lightsaber used to belong to. Anyway, Vader's wreaking havoc, swirling around the old Anakin Skywalker lightsaber, killing people. 3PO is useless, of course. And Luke is feeling completely useless. He said, I'm no Jedi, you know. I'm not like my father. I can't do this. I'm just a stupid farm boy from Tatooine. Then he glances over and says, yeah, I'm just a farm boy. A farm boy who can bullseye womp rats, because he sees there's a whole line of Imperial speeders there. So, yes, he takes out the stormtroopers. And the AT-AT tries to take out Vader, and it's Leia who fires the lasers on her own father, obviously, not that she knows that. So, yes, Luke is just brilliant in this. Vader is after him thinking, yes, indeed. There is Luke taking out loads of stormtroopers on that speeder, just like Beggar's Canyon back home. Fantastic. In the meantime, Chewbacca has to rescue the remains of C-3PO. You can see him in bits there. He's having flashbacks to when he was with Captain Antilles. Now, all of the might of that weapons factory is now after those guys. So you see all those AT-ATs, attack tanks, and all sorts. Let's see. And then Vader is taking down the AT-AT himself. He severs its leg. There's Han and Leia there, wondering if this is going to be a final moment for them. The interplay between them is brilliant. It really has that sort of like, you know, cut the tension with a knife type of quality to them. So let's see. What else do we have? Vader hops into one of the armoured speeders and comes after Luke. Where is it? Is it before or after? Yes, referencing back to the trench run here, where he's chasing after Luke. You know, so I love how they're echoing back, you know, and making those visual references to that film. It's brilliant. However, they do, of course, escape. Yeah, Luke, however, is feeling like, I'm no Jedi, I need to be by myself. And back on Tatooine, there is something waiting for him. And it's the journal of Obi-Wan Kenobi, what he did on Tatooine. So, Vader's now on Tatooine, looking for the boy, of course, meeting Jabba the Hutt, you know. And it's a really interesting visual where Jabba the Hutt, they're on the sail barge, hunting down banthas. Let me see if I can find that for you. Yes, here we are. Yes, because Jabba likes to celebrate his business deals by watching something die. Then after that, they go to the Sarlacc pit, which is even more fun. In the meantime, Vader has tasked a bounty hunter to find out who it was. The boy. Guess who he tasks? Boba Fett is on the heel of Luke Skywalker. So Boba Fett is chasing down leads while Luke is going back to Ben Kenobi's old place, you know, to find out it's being attacked by sand people and ransacked, because obviously there's no one there. So here we go. Yes, there you see that. Classic image, of course, of a Tusken Raider there. In the meantime, Han and Leia, using the Tidarian shuttle, which Leia helped to steal, of course, in A Moving Target, are trying to find a new base for the Rebel Alliance. So there's some great visuals. I love those old shuttles. I don't think the Kylo Ren shuttle comes up to the standard of that. Now, the only place that can go is a smuggler's type of place that only Han supposedly knows about, with one of those atmospheres where you can barely fly through it without being destroyed. Underneath, however, all is calm. So, while Luke is at Ben's old house looking to see if there's anything for him, he has an unexpected visitor. Boba Fett and Luke Skywalker meet canonically. It is brilliant. And Boba Fett is set off like a flash grenade, so Luke can't really see. They do have quite a fight, however. There's some more of that. It is fantastic, all the arcs in this. So there you go. Han and Leia are through the atmosphere now, and it's quite an idyllic planet, as you can see. However, they're not alone. Someone is coming to join them. In the meantime, there's just a conclusion, of course, of the Skywalker-Boba Fett battle. So Luke is learning through the Force, of course. There we go. It looks like he hits Boba Fett on the head with the lightsaber, but that can't be quite right, I'm sure, because it would go right through it, I expect. But anyway, he knocks out Boba Fett and struggles off. So anyway, back on the planet, Han and Leia see this incoming ship on this world that supposedly only Han knows about, and look who steps off. Sana Solo, Han's wife. You can imagine how impressed Leia is with that. And there, the journal of Obi-Wan Kenobi. In the meantime, Boba Fett is reporting back to Vader on the results of his search. He's supposed to find the pilot and bring him to him. There's Slave One approaching the Star Destroyer. And he's saying, I failed, I didn't get him. He said, do you have anything? Only his name. Skywalker. Cracks glass. So Vader now knows. Not long after the destruction of the first Death Star, that he has a son. Because through that book as well, after he first meets Luke, he's like, because Luke says, I was there on the Death Star, I saw you kill Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. And he's thinking, Obi-Wan Kenobi, what are you up to? Who is this boy? You're clearly trying to teach him, you know, and obviously it's because it is his son. So yes, absolutely fantastic. Volume 2 is just as good. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment suggestion for upcoming topic that I see discussed, or like the video.